Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer. I should start saying that I'm just a designer. And I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it is not that hard. Okay. We're continuing with the tutorial. I am currently in the process of downloading it. I'm assuming it's mouse. Yep, I knew that. But yeah, it's been so fun drawing noses. It wasn't a lot of fun drawing eyes. Eyes were kind of like boring because they're just like a round shape and you have something around it. But everything is going to come together when, you have to know where to position what and all that, good jazz. So it's interesting. Are we done yet? Or not? Honestly, I can't wait to just I think the main content, bro. I've got too many plans, bro. Too many plans, bro. I feel more comfortable with noses now, I think. Maybe the bowl, you know, we can vary the size of the bowl of the nose. Okay, we're done here. Let's switch this off. Let's put the tutorial on. Let's freaking go. Hopefully it's a short one. It's been 14 minutes. It's okay. That's like doable. I'm gonna miss doing noses, honestly.
In this class, I will show you how to draw lips. Let's start with basic shapes. The mouth sits on top of the teeth surface that can be simplified into a squashed cylinder shape. Knowing that basic structure is especially useful when drawing faces from angles other than just straight on. Here we can see how the mouth gets affected by the surface underneath it. The lips get pushed outwards because of the teeth, and the overall shape of the mouth wraps around the cylinder rather than just sit on the flat surface. So, an important tip is to imagine that three-dimensional shape when drawing. Let's get into minor lip shapes. The upper lip has one circular shape, and the bottom lip has two of them.
That's weird.
When the mouth is closed, these shapes intersect with each other and form this V shape in the center. The form goes down, moving out the center and then up again.
Interesting.
The mouth has two circular muscle shapes on its corners. Because they are pinched inwards, I indicate the corners of the mouth with triangular shapes. The upper lip starts with a cupid's bow that I usually indicate lightly. Lips are basically soft fatty tissue, and instead of drawing them with harsh plane changes, we can rely more on a light weight to draw them. For example, I put more line weight on the center line of the bottom lip and go lighter as I move to the corners. Generally, try to avoid harsh-looking lines like here, as it can cause your drawing to look flat.
Okay.
The center of the bottom lip has a harder edge, and the corners generally have a softer edge that transitions to the cheek area. It forms this arched shape underneath the lip. If you have a light source coming from the top, then the tone will go from light to dark, to light, to dark, light, and dark again. When drawing a side view, pay attention to the silhouette of the lips. Compare the upper and bottom lips to each other, and look at the overall angle of the mouth. The teeth cylinder pushes lips outwards, and this angle can look relatively straight, pushed outside or pushed inside. So I start with sketching the silhouette line and the mouth line. It is usually pointing a bit downwards when the mouth is relaxed. Next, I block in initial shapes and start outlining the lips. Don't forget to add triangular shapes for the corners of the lips. I try to get the lines straight and simple. Once you get more confident with your lines, you can start drawing with less angles and more curves. A 3/4 angle is where circular shapes really come in handy, as they overlap each other and add depth. I start out by outlining the length of the mouth and marking the center line, which from that angle is going to be skewed to the left.
Wait, isn't it supposed to go like this? By the way, I'm not following the chat. Okay. Thankfully, I popped in. Yo, what's up, bro? I'm doing great, bro. Thank you for asking. I'm learning how to draw the features of the face right now. Hopefully you're still here, by the way. I don't know, it's not saying in my chat. If you are still here, drop something in the chat. But yeah, we're doing mouths today. I've been drawing noses for the past week, I think. And now I'm moving on to mouths. We're going hard on portraits, and this is something that I want to pursue. So let me watch the stream from my phone, just so I can follow along. Alright, I don't think you're here anymore. That's okay.
Next, block in the circles. From that angle, the upper lid circle is going to overlap the further planes. We can emphasize that for shortening with From that angle, the upper lid circle is going to overlap the further planes. We can emphasize that for shortening with a T-line. Here you can see it on the example. Also, when the bottom lip overlaps the further corner, that creates a T-line as well.
Thank
Lastly, outline the edges of the lips. Look out for hard and soft edges and use the lightweight accordingly to indicate it. Next we have slightly from below three-quarter view. Start out with sketching the curved line to show the angle and block in the circles. This time the center line is skewed to the side as well, and the shapes overlap each other due to foreshortening. This time, because the lips are so full and plump, I put a bit more line weight to the corners and a lot less to the cupid's bow to emphasize that fuller look. Lastly, I just wanted to showcase the form by outlining the center line. As you can see, form goes out towards us, then inside, then out, inside and out again. For the next one, we have a slightly opened mouth. Start with sketching the mouth line and then look at the shape of the opening. Usually, it is this trapezoid form. Next, outline the edges and corners of the lips.
Interesting. So basically, it feels like only the upper lip is what goes up in a very relaxed, open mouth. That is, right? Yeah, that's cool.
A good habit is to look out for unique features in faces to avoid drawing the same face over and over again. For example, these lips have a very angular, almost sharp cupid's bow. So here I really wanted to emphasize that feature. Slightly mark the teeth gaps. Once again, use your pen pressure to put more or less line weight.
We're back. Yes, we are.
And the last one is a low angle turning to the left. Pay attention to how the mouth wraps around the cylinder shape. Also, from this angle, the corners of the mouth would be lower than the bottom lip. That's an important detail to draw an angle correctly. Start out with marking the angle, and then sketch in the opening shape and the circle for the upper and bottom lips.
Right, that's interesting.
Next, outline the edges of the lips. Notice how the bottom lip overlaps the further corner and creates a T-line. Add a triangular shapes for the lip corners and add a bit of depth inside the mouth opening. And that'll be it for today's class. The mission is to sketch lips from different angles. To summarize, keep in mind the underlying structure and foreshortening. Also, practice using more pen pressure in your drawing. Feel free to ask for feedback if you need it. In the next class, we'll learn how to draw ears.
That was amazing. Alright. I feel like I need to watch it again. Now I said that for the noses as well, but this, bro, this feels different. This feels complicated, isn't it? Okay, we're not trying to do any expressions or anything. Just relax. Yeah, let's start out with a very simple, I mean, that doesn't seem very simple. Okay, let me shut up. After that, we're gonna try this one. I'm gonna try to trace it, and then I'm going to do the drawing next to it. Okay, so tracing. Alright, what do I start with? This is like, I don't even know. Like, this is one here, this is one here. What's happening? Hello? Right, okay. So that is there. And then we have this. And then we have this. Okay? And then we have this open gap. Alright. And then we have this. Okay? So from here, we do this. And then this one in here. This one moves just a straight line. And boom. Let's see it. That looks good. That looks good. Just gonna cover this in dark. Make it dark. And then do the teeth gap. Alright, that's not bad. Now let's move this out of the way and let's start on our own. So start with this one, and then from here, it's a pretty straight line, right? It's a straight line to here, okay? A straight line. We have this right here. We have this right here, right? And then from here it starts the open mouth, and then we shut it off there. Okay, that's good. And then we have the upper circle, which is doing this. And then we move on from here to here. Now the line weight, I'm still kind of like, I struggle with the usage of line weight. And actually, let me change this brush. It's fluctuating. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm still not very good with line weight. I can just like, maybe like do this. Actually not. Hold on. Right, and then from here to down here. Okay. There you go, some of that. And then that probably shouldn't be that dark. That right there. That shouldn't be that dark. But that's okay. And I'm curious, like she was doing like this. Like this feels better to me. Alright. And then we have, I don't know, this right here. No, this feels probably like down here more. Whoops. Let's do the nose while we're at it. We're good at doing noses now, so we might as well. This is okay. This is kind of confusing. Because right here, the tip doesn't feel like it goes over anything, really. So maybe we should make it lower? Yeah, I think this is how it should be. Yo, when are you doing next magma session? Honestly, if we have like more than 2 people, like let's say like me, you, and another person, then we'll probably do it, and preferably it's like towards the beginning of the stream. Yeah, then we can definitely do it. Also, I needed to lay magma off a little bit today because I'm actually doing some practice. As you can see, I'm practicing doing lips today, so this is the not so fun part of drawing, you can say. Which shouldn't be on magma. It should be just me locking in and messing around. You know what I'm saying? And this is probably me right now, just messing this up really bad because. Hey, never mind. This is not bad. Whoops! I pulled a freaking ruler. I'm glad you're here though, Race. I don't see you in chat so often. Alright, that's good, that's good. Go here. This is our bowl, the bowl of the nose. Keep the bowl. And this is the opening of the nose. The nostril. The opening of the nose, bro. Keep the bowl. Keep the bloody bowl. How's that looking? How we feeling? How we feeling, boys? Okay, let me not do the rest of the face. I'm very tempted to, but I don't want to. I'm really tempted to finish the face. The proportions are fricked. God, what is happening? Okay, should I stop? I feel like I should stop. Good God. You see what's wrong here? Like the direction of the nose is like going like this. The mouth is going like this, and then I draw the eyes going like this, right? And that's a mistake. So this eye feels okay. This one needs to be more like this. Alright, that's it. This is going to be it. I'm not I'm not gonna try anymore. This is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. And all I gotta say is